Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of No-Code JavaScript with Weblocks. And in this episode, we will talk about a blog, siblings, children, closest, parents. So this element is allowing us to connect with some relations between blocks. So let's start with the Webflow. I will show you the project which I created. We have two large squares, and inside of these squares we have 9 small squares. And this large square has an ID left square. This has an ID right square. And what is important, on the center, I added ID center left square, and this has a center right square. Okay, let's do something with this. Firstly, I will use a set CSS. What is very important is that I can type Command E, write set CSS, and click enter, and it's automatically here. So I don't need to look and remember that this is in the animation. I can use the shortcut. Okay, so right now, when I will put this here, I can type, let's change background to green, and we want to change into green with all elements which are siblings of ID center left square with a class square. And right now, when I will refresh this project, we have the green color for all the elements which are siblings of center left square ID. So this element has a center left square ID with a class square. So all of those elements has a class square, and here we are connecting it this way. Okay. Right now, if I would change left to the right square, center right square, it means that it's this block, center right square. And right now, when I will refresh, we have all the elements which are siblings of this element. Okay, so right now, when we know about siblings, let's go to the children. So right now, we have the element large square with an ID left square. Okay, so ID left square, children with the class square. Let's see what will happen. And we have, with the background green, all the children of the left square. Let's try do it for the right square. Awesome, we have this here. Okay, let's go to the next closest. Okay, so let's try, for example, center left square with a class large square. Okay, so right now, this is looking for the closest element with the class large square of element with ID center left square, and it is actually this element. So this is closest. Right now, next. So we want to look for the next element right after this center ID left square with the class, let's say, square. Okay, right now, when I will refresh it, okay, this is the next element with the class square after element with the ID center left square. When I will use the previous element and refresh, this is this element, which is previous to the center. Okay, and the last parent. Let's find the parent with the class large square of the center left square. Okay, and of course, parent is this element. If I would like to find the parent of center right square, this will be, of course, this element. So this is everything about the element, which is finding the relations between elements in Webflow and transferring it to Weblocks. I hope you like it, and if you enjoyed this, let's go to the next episode of No Code JavaScript. See you soon.